Hold on. Wait. Listen very carefully. There's one thought that quietly ruins more lives than fear, more than failure, more than bad luck. It's the thought, I'll fix my life later. It sounds so harmless, doesn't it? Almost responsible. Later feels smart, safe, and comfortable. Why? Because later has no deadline. Psychologists have a term for this: temporal distancing. It's when your brain pushes discomfort into the future to avoid emotional pain right now. Your brain isn't trying to hurt you. It's trying to protect you. When something feels overwhelming, your mind whispers, "Not now. Later." And for a brief moment, you feel relief. But that relief is a trap. It's dangerous, because every single time you say later, you're teaching your brain a pattern: avoid, delay, survive. There's no urgency, no action, and ultimately, no change. Think about it. Studies show that most people don't fail because they try and lose. They fail because they wait. They wait to start exercising. Later, they wait to leave that relationship that's not right for them. Later, they wait to learn that new skill, start that business, or travel. Later, they wait to live the life they actually want. Later, here's the dark truth about later. It feels infinite only because you can't see it. Our brains can't emotionally process long-term time. That's why tomorrow feels real and concrete, but 5 years from now feels completely abstract. So, your mind treats later as if it's a bottomless resource that will always exist. Until one day, something shifts. You wake up and you're older. You're more tired. You're less flexible mentally and physically. You're more afraid of taking risks. And suddenly, later doesn't feel like a promise anymore. It feels heavy, like a burden. There's a powerful concept in psychology called future regret visualization. It turns out, people fear the feeling of regret even more than they fear pain. But here's the twist. Regret doesn't arrive with a bang. It doesn't scream at you. It whispers. It sounds like, I could have, I should have, if only I had started sooner. And by the time you hear those whispers, motivation doesn't feel exciting. It feels exhausting. The energy to start is gone. The most dangerous part of all this? Saying later doesn't even feel like you're making a decision. It feels like you're just postponing one. But postponing is a decision. Every time you delay, you are actively choosing comfort over your true alignment. You're choosing familiarity over growth and safety over your truth. And it's not because you're lazy. It's because uncertainty terrifies the human brain. Here's another unsettling fact. Your brain is incredibly adaptive. It can adapt to an unfinished life. It normalizes dissatisfaction if that feeling lasts long enough. This is why you hear people say, "Well, this is just how life is." No, that's not how life is. That's how avoidance feels after it's been your default setting for years. And then one day, later runs out. It doesn't happen dramatically. There's no warning, no countdown clock. It's just a quiet moment of realization. You realize you don't have the same energy you once had. You don't have the same courage. And most importantly, you don't have the same time. So, the single most dangerous thought isn't "I can't." It's "I'll do it later." Because later doesn't ask you hard questions. It doesn't demand courage. It doesn't force you to be honest with yourself. But it quietly steals your years. And the scariest part? You won't even notice it's happening until there's nothing left to delay. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content that makes you think. Take care.